In this video, we're going to be using the method of completing the square and quadratic formula to solve some quadratic equations. Just like we know that not all quadratic equations can be factorized, but the method of completing the square method and quadratic formula can get all all kinds of quadratic equations solved. So let's take a look at this question number 1 here, using the method of completing the square method to get it done. Let's go for our solution here. Number 1 says 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. And then I refer you to my last video on how to use completing the square method to prove quadratic formula. So the concept is well enumerated in my last video. I encourage you viewers to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So here is 2 in a bracket x squared minus 5 over 2x, then minus 3 equal to 0. And then we need to have the coefficient of x squared before we take the next step. So this is 2 in a bigger bracket this time around, x minus 5 over 4, that is half of the coefficient of x, and then we'll square it this way. And then we subtract the half of the coefficient of x from what we've written, and then we square it again. Don't forget we still have minus 3 here equal to 0. And then you have 2 in a bigger bracket x minus 5 over 4 squared. And then minus 5 squared is 25 over 4 squared. That's 16. Okay, minus 3 equal to 0. And then we need to use this to open up the bracket, the bigger bracket. So 2 times the smaller bracket, we're left with this x minus 5 over 4 squared minus, of course, 2 times 25 over 16. We can as well just write it out this way. And then we still have minus 3 here equal to 0. So 2 here, 1, 2 here, 8. So we have 2 in a bracket x minus 5 over 4 squared. And then minus, this is going to be 25 over 8 minus 3 equal to 0. So we can just move everything here to the other side of equality sign. So we have 2 in the bracket x minus 5 over 4 squared, and then equal to 25 over 8 plus 3 over 1 this time around. So this is 2 in the bracket x minus 5 over 4 squared equal to, of course, we harmonize this one here, that is 8. So we have 25 plus 1 into 8, 8 times 3, that's 24. And then you have 2 in the bracket x minus 5 over 4 squared equal to this 25 plus 24, you get 49 over 8. And therefore, we need to get rid of 2 here. So we just multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 2 over 1. And of course, the reciprocal of 2 over 1 is 1 over 2. So that's going to get rid of this 2 here. So we have x minus 5 over 4 squared equal to 49 over 8 times 1 over 2. And then we have x minus 5 over 4 squared, okay, is equal to 49 over 16. And then we go ahead to write x now minus 5 over 4, okay. This square here, of course, when you square both sides, is becoming the square root here. That's square root of 49 over 16. And then we go down there. So it's x minus 5 over 4. And of course, you do know that we need to put plus or minus there. So square root of 49 is 7, and square root of 16 is 4. So we need to move this to the other side of equality sign. So we have x equal to 7. So we now have plus or minus 7 over 4 here. Plus or minus 7 over 4. And then plus 5 over 4. Okay, so we can as well write it as 5 over 4 plus or minus 7 over 4. So your x has become 5 plus or minus 7 over 4. So your x is equal to 5 plus 7 over 4 or 5 minus 7 over 4. So our x becomes 12 over 4 or minus 2 over 4. So our x is now 3 or minus 1 over 2. So these are the roots of the quadratic equation, also called the solutions to the quadratic equation. So the instruction we have there is for us to also use quadratic formula. And of course, if we use quadratic formula, we are still going to get the same answer. So let's try and use quadratic formula to solve this same question and see if we get the same answer or not. So let's go for quadratic formula. I still refer you back to my last video. I already proved how we obtain quadratic formula in that video. So here is a quadratic formula. It's easy to use. It's minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all to the square root of everything over 2a. And of course, if you pick your equation, you have 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. So in this equation, our a is 2, our b is minus 5, and our c, the constant term, is minus 3. And therefore, our x is minus b. Of course, b is negative, so we can write it as minus 5, okay, plus or minus. And then this is minus 5 squared minus 4 times a, 2 times c. C is also minus 3. So we need to put this in a bracket because of the negative sign there. Everything over 2 times a, which is 2. So our x becomes minus times minus a is positive, and then plus or minus. And then here is 25 squared. Of course, that's minus 5 squared there. Minus times minus a is also positive. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. And everything over 4. That which is 2 times 2. So, and then if you add up this one, you're going to get 49. And then we're actually heading towards what completing the square method gave us. Okay, in that concept. This is square root of 49, everything over 4. So our x becomes 5 plus or minus 7 over 4. And then here is x equal to 5 plus 7 over 4, or 5 minus 7 over 4. And therefore our x is now 12 over 4, or minus 2 over 4. So our x is going to be 3 or minus 1 over 2. So you can see that we actually gotten the same answer. The answer that completing the square method gave us is also the same answer we got when you use quadratic formula. So one beautiful thing that you're completing the square method and quadratic formula is that it can get all quadratic equations done. And then let's move on to the next question. When you observe this next question, that's question number 2, is 3x squared. 3x squared minus 7x minus 5 equal to 0. This is one of the questions that cannot be factorized. One of the quadratic equations that cannot be factorized. So we go this way. Let's use completing the square method to get it done. And then this one is 3 in a bracket x squared minus, of course, 7 over 3x, and then minus 5 equal to 0. And then here is 3, and of course half of the coefficient of x, which is 7 over 3, is going to be 7 over 6. Okay, so we have x minus 7 over 6 squared this way, and then minus 7 over 6 squared, and then you put this in a bigger bracket, and then minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, so 3 in a bigger bracket x minus 7 over 6 squared. Okay, minus 7 squared is 49 over 6 squared, that's 36. Okay, minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, so we can use this 3 to open up the brackets. So we have 3 bracket x minus 7 over 6 squared minus 49 over 36. Of course, 3 has to be multiplied here. Then minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, 3 here, 1, 3 here. Of course, 12. So we go ahead to write 3 in a bracket x minus 7 over 6 squared minus 49 over 12 minus 5 equal to 0. So we have 3 in a bracket x minus 7 over 6 squared. We can import all of these to the other side of equality sign. So we have this is going to be positive now. That's 49 over 12, and minus 5 is going to be positive on the other side of equality sign. So this 5 is the same thing as 5 over 1. And then we go ahead to write 3 in a bracket x minus 7 over 6 squared equal to, we can just harmonize the fraction on the other side there. So this is going to be the LCM is 12, and then this is 49, and of course 1 into 12, 12 times 5, that's going to be 60. So, and then we go ahead to write and 3 in a bracket x minus 7 over 6 squared equal to 49 plus 60, that should be 109 over 12. And therefore, this 3 here, we have to get rid of it. And then what we do is to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 3 over 1, which is 1 over 3. So we're left with x minus 7 over 6 here, okay, equal to 109 over 12, and of course times 1 over 3. And therefore, your x minus 7 over 6 squared, okay, equal to, and of course we have 109 over 12 times 3, that's 36. So this square here has become a square root on the other side of equality sign. So x minus 7 over 6, okay, equal to, then we have 109 over 36. Just like you know, 109 is not a perfect square number. So it's going to give us some kinds of decimal values. That is the values of x there. So our x here, minus 7 over 6 equal to, then we limit the square roots now to the numerator because it's not a perfect square, over the square root of 36, which is a perfect square, is 6. So don't forget our plus or minus there. So our x will actually become, this one is becoming positive if it's moved to the other side of the equality sign. So we have 7 over 6 plus or minus square root of 109 over 6. Sometimes you can leave your answer this way, but it's always good you express your answer to the simplest form, because answers in mathematics are always expressed in their simplest form. So we've got to take some steps further so that we can have our answers expressed in their simplest form. So we need to sort out this. Of course, this is going to be 7 over 6, okay, plus or minus the square root of 109 is going to be 10.44 to 2 decimal places over 6. And of course, our values of x is going to be 7 plus 10.44 over 6, or 7 minus 10.44 over 6. So our final answer is going to be 7 plus 10.44. Of course, we have 17.44 over 6, or minus 3.44 over 6. So our x becomes, when you divide this by 6, you surely have 2.907 or negative 0.5733. So this is one kind of quadratic equation that your common factorization method cannot get solved, but definitely your completing the square method or quadratic formula can easily handle such questions for you. Thank you. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel.